275 fastest charging, 305 baby, 331, 350. Well, peaked at 351. Pretty weird surface here, so let's just be a little bit mindful. Coming out full sideways and sending it. This thing is a freaking rocket ship if you just want little angles coming out of corners.
Jordan, if you're watching this,
please don't attempt, Jordan. Hello and welcome to another Kyle Connor YouTube channel video. You join me with the Lucid Air, the Tesla Model S, and the Mercedes EQE, and the Rivian R1T, and a Tesla Model 3. We have all the EVs over at Colton's shop. We've been filming an out-of-spec detailing video for the Lucid Air. The EA station just got updated and turned on here in Colorado. The weather is coming in. It's getting real nasty out here, but I'm loving it. The warm summer's over. Yep. So let me tell you a little bit about this Lucid Air, because we just did the paint evaluation. And if you don't want to watch a whole hour-long video on reviews, we're going to give you the snippet of the build paint quality on this car. Then we're going to jump in the Plaid and the Lucid Air, head to the EA station. I'm going to actually start battery preconditioning on this now. You can manually precondition it so we can at least see if we can get some good power. So while we're sitting here and the car is on, I've made sure it's at very low states of charge because I've been wanting to stress test the new Electrify America station that has been going in. They ripped out the old ABB units, put in new BTC chargers, and I believe each one has a dedicated power. If I go here to charging and I hit start preconditioning, boom, confirm. So it says start about 20 minutes before charging. That's about how long it'll be. So we're going to let this thing go. Looks like Alyssa is jumping in the Model S. We're going to bring that over there as well. I can hear the fans going. I wonder if that's the heat pump running or if it's for cooling. Always hard to know sometimes, but really spinning up the compressor to max up here. So that manual preconditioning, I love that function. I have climate control off. 34 miles of range is probably like 5% in this car. I don't know, but hopefully we'll see some good speeds. Max, how are you, sir?
Doing well, thanks.
You've never been on this channel.
I haven't. Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Max is sometimes behind the scenes, sometimes in front of the scenes.
A lot of behind the scenes, because this paint evaluation, let me tell you, it's there's a lot to talk
You know,
about.
sometimes being the new hire means you have some bad jobs, and I have to admit, this one's really going to be a bear.
But you guys should watch as much of that, whatever it'll be, 2-hour-long video as you can, because there are some really surprising things in here.
Yeah, so while this is going loud, Colton, what?
Ripping, by the way.
Yeah, really heating up. What the heck is going on with the paint on this car? Because, you know, we'll have the whole video out there, but holy smokes.
Yeah, mine kind of blown. Okay, just quick synopsis here. What happened? We got paint readings as low as 2.8 mils.
Which is like nothing, paper thin,
like
less.
Nothing, literally nothing. Some of those areas were on the silver part up here. We're not going to go all the way up front, but right on the front of the hood, it was between the 2.9, 3 mil range, and I'm just like, oh boy, we have no paint here. Some of the doors, not too bad. We had 4 or 5 in that realm, pretty normal. Anytime I see a 3 in front of it, I go, okay, this is a little worrisome. Right,
so we were looking at build, fitment stuff. Overall, I'd say it's really a good build on the car. You can tell they took the time to try and get it right. The problem is they almost took too much time, polished every panel, left DA haze everywhere. Yeah. We isopropyl alcohol wiped down the car. We looked at everything, and the original plan was for this car to go in for the same thing that my Model S had, which is full paint correction, full coating. But with paint this thin, can you even do that?
No. In all honesty, no. So in some areas, I'm going to have to come up with a solution here. If we're either going to go, okay, not doing anything, if we're going to quickly polish it, throw a coating on it, I don't know. This is going to be kind of a working plan, and lots of hard thinking through this to figure out what the best solution is.
Yep, totally agree. But overall, I'm loving the Lucid Air. If you check out our out-of-spec motoring channel, I just took it on a 1,000-mile road trip. The interior is really wonderful, I think. They've done such a great job with this car in terms of ride quality and, of course, range and efficiency. And, you know, maybe the styling's not for everyone, especially on these wheels, but I'm just really falling in love with this car. I really do love the way it drives. It's so comfortable. But what I'm curious about is how's it going to charge on a relatively cold battery. I haven't driven the car much today, and preconditioning sounds like it just turned off, but it's still going. It says battery preconditioning still going, so we're good. Yeah, so we're going to head over to the new EA station, see if they're turned on. The new Mercedes EQE was just dropped off. Max, you're going to take this for the next day or two?
Yeah, basically, I'm going to drive it. We're north right now.
Yeah.
South of Windsor, almost all the way to Denver, all the way back up. So I'll get some range testing on it, just see what it's like living for a bit.
Yeah, that'll be really neat. And of course, I don't think we can actually tell you how this car drives. It's under embargo, but what a spec. EQE 350 with all-wheel drive. So not the fastest one, but it does have all-wheel drive. And I love the interior because it doesn't have the hyper screen. Do we know where the keys are to this thing?
That table
somewhere over there. Well, anyway, peek inside. You'll see no hyperscreen mocha seats. Really cool. And yeah, really think this will be a fun one to make some videos with. Here we go. Fully unlocked now. Take a look in here. Looking neat. Love the non-hyperscreen option. Back seats are down. It is getting windy out here. There is a storm coming. That's for sure. So let's head over to the Electrify America station. We'll take the Lucid. We'll take the Model S because both need to be charged. And we'll see how they do. So let's do it. Inside of the Lucid Air, just like a Tesla. That sounded terrible. Did you hear that?
Did not feel great.
What do you call it? A shield in the back, the cover. So let's go. By the way, my impression of this car is very good. From the driving stuff, from the stuff I care about. The paint, that's scary thin. Yeah. I don't understand why the paint would be so thin on this. So thin that like you're not even sure if you can detail this thing.
No.
I think Max is taking the EQE, and he's going to take that for the day and just spend some time with it. Max just joined our team at Out of Spec, and I really want him to learn EVs and spend time with them. So that's why he's taking that. We're still preconditioning. Oh, you got an electric closing situation back there. For your garage door.
Yeah, I've got my opener here.
You hit the opener.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It didn't just close.
Did you just open that rear shade though again? Because it just went back up.
I think Alyssa put it up from the back seat. I don't know how to.
But then it just went down and then just went back up.
It went down in reverse.
Oh,
yeah,
fascinating.
But I don't know how to put it back up. So show the viewers back
it's
there
back
what
up
we're showing.
now.
Yeah. But how do I put it down? Where's the button for this thing? Seats? No. Massage? I mean,
maybe in openings? What is in openings?
I'll go for a wave. Openings.
Oh, there's the rear shade right there.
Ah, right here. And you can show our viewers.
A little clunky.
That doesn't sound very good. All right, that's not what we buy a Lucid for, though. I didn't buy this Lucid. This is loaned to us from a viewer. So there's Max in the EQE, and he can't tell us how it drives. I also can't show that car in motion. So don't look at it if you see it.
It's not moving. It's still sitting there.
It's still sitting there, right? You're just seeing an orb. So this is the non-seatbelt noise. How about I hold this while you...
Fair enough.
Seatbelt up. Colton's with me in the Lucid.
Hey, guys.
Alyssa's on her way over to the charger.
All right, I'll take back over here.
So, yeah, Electrify America just tweeted out that this station was fully online.
Cool.
They're, like, getting better with their messaging of everything. All I had to do was kind of... I think nudge them a little bit. I don't think I had anything to do with it. But I'm just so happy that our station's open. It's like 3 weeks, roughly, that it was down for the whole upgrade. So all the ABBs got ripped out. The new ones are the BTC units. We have dedicated 350 kilowatt BTC chargers. So BTC charger and BTC dispenser. So fully in-house done on this particular one. That's like a government Ford Fusion parked there. You see that?
Yeah.
It's got the extra antenna. It's like an FBI car. What are you not telling me?
I don't know. We did have 5 electric cars at the shop today.
And he's got his brake lights on, so like...
Waiting for us to come out, I think.
That is sketchy. I mean, that's like a full undercover max tint. The only thing you can see is the extra little antenna on the back. Anyway, we got to go over to the charger. So you can have 2 different types of chargers. You can have an SK Signet or a BTC Power charger, both with the same dispenser. Ours is fully in-house BTC. They've also left the original ABB Chatamo CCS connector unchanged, and that's a 150 kilowatt cap. So that'll be kind of interesting to see for sure. Wow, it's looking like hurricanes hitting us here in Colorado.
Yeah,
Very-
finally some cooler weather though. Goodness sakes, it's been hot.
Yeah, and also Lucid, I drove this in the rain recently. It has auto wipers that actually work, unlike Tesla.
Tesla, that is one of my biggest complaints, is their wiper system is either not going or a million miles an hour.
And it's always at the wrong times.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes I've noticed even in the Model S, if the sun hits the windshield, the wipers
Oh,
start
yeah.
going.
Yep.
And then I don't know if it's just FSD beta, but I've heard if the camera's dirty, it will just automatically start spraying washer fluid to clean the cameras.
I'm sure.
All right.
Interesting.
So nice Spec Countryman with the roof box.
Heck yeah.
Which way should we go here?
Probably follow that Venza up
All
there.
right. Is it a Venza Limited with the cool photovoltaic? It's not photovoltaic, with the glass roof that changes? Don't know. Let's see. It doesn't look to me.
These displays in here are just like, I don't know. I love them.
You love them.
I know the software is not like up to par, but
It's actually fine for daily driving.
once we give them a little bit of time, I think this is just going to be...
But then the flip side is this car's been out for a year, Colton. That's a lot of time.
It is true. I mean, essentially, because I've been driving the Rivian for the last 3 days,
Yeah.
and I like literally fell in love to the point where I'm like, I'm so ready to get rid of my Model 3.
It's like all my friends drive my cars and then I drive someone else's car. Yeah, but that's cool. Love it. So off we go. I think I have to... No, it automatically put the lights on for the wipers.
Very
29
nice.
miles of range. And this car is like 1%. I don't actually know what it's at. So I'm going to go displays here, units, and then I'm going to go to percentage, 7%. And I think
7%.
at 5 or 4% it shuts off preconditioning. Definitely climate shuts off at 4%. So good thing we are preconditioning now for charging, and we'll see what this thing can get. I doubt we'll get the full 300 kilowatts with a battery this cold, but you never know. So off we go to EA. Rolling up to the station, rolling up heavy, EQE, Lucid, and Model S. Take a look. An e-tron, maybe an S up there. That thing looks good on those wheels. Very nice to see. I love those wheels. Not an S, just a normal e-tron on the perfect wheels. That's a good color. Like every other e-tron owner, full charging it. So we're definitely not the first to use these things, but we're among the first. I'm going to let the Lucid still do its battery preconditioning thing. We're down to 6%. I kind of want to see what this thing will charge max at. So while this is running and doing that whole thing, I'm just going to park it up over here next to this charger. By the way, we now have 3 350 kilowatt chargers versus 2 previously. And what's cool is if I park this right here, I can let it precondition and not steal a charging spot, but the cable will still reach over in the car. And then there we go, 12 inches. But I don't know what that line was showing me. It's a little weird. So nice to see the e-tron. Yeah, so I say we let this go. It's complimentary sessions. All the cars need electricity because our home charging is still dead. But we'll charge up the Model S first. I guess we'll top up the EQE for Max. It's at 86%. He probably doesn't need any more. And then we'll juice this up. So let's go try this thing out. Wow, these two very similar cars, competing cars, EQE and Model S, maybe EQS and Model S, but just a totally different design. I gotta say the EQE holds its own. It's a different vibe. This is obviously much more sinister looking. So I believe I put the CCS adapter in the back seat of this car.
I was gonna ask you where you had
Yeah,
it.
take a look back there. Do you see it at all?
No, is it the one that you left
Yeah,
on
it's sitting right
Yeah, it's sitting right here. Great. If you wouldn't mind just backing it in next to the e-tron, that would be awesome. Think you can do it? Alrighty. I think you're already in drive. Man, this thing just looks incredible, doesn't it, Colton?
Yeah, it looks so good.
And very expired license plates.
Yeah.
I don't know why Tesla hasn't sent the right ones yet. The guy in the e-tron is blasting reggaeton. I love it. Let's see how Max is going. He's signing his loan agreement. So don't tell me how it drives.
I can't tell you anything about
No,
how it drives.
but what can you tell me? You made it here safely.
I can tell you the interior lighting is really well done. I know Mercedes has been doing this for a while, but this RGB, the kind of patterning here is super nice, as you would expect.
And dual tone colors.
Dual tone colors, they're aircraft looking climate vents.
Love those.
I just set up CarPlay. It's the full screen implementation.
Oh,
here.
really? That's
So,
nice.
You know, I get my big like 3-row
Wow.
app grid. So even though Mercedes, of course, wants you to use MBUX, which is fine, you get big CarPlay.
Okay, and are you wanting to charge this at all, or you have plenty of juice?
I'm at 77%, so I might as well get it to 80 just for why not. But I don't think I need to charge it that much.
Okay, yeah, well, I would back it into the 150, the old ABB,
Sure.
because I don't think you need to max out these things.
No.
Let's see how Alyssa does. I don't think she's ever used the CCS adapter. Looking a little confused over here. Man, e-tron owners always topping it up, 91%,
Holy
plugging in
cow.
at 50. It's the most e-tron thing. Alyssa does it sometimes too.
What?
I was just saying how nicely your car top charges.
Oh.
You don't need to activate this one at all, because if you notice,
Free?
yeah, if you notice right over here, it will be a complimentary session. So I would take that handle, and then you have to unplug this from the car. So that and that marry up first. There you go. Yeah, and then that goes in there. Yeah, there you go. And that's how you use the CCS adapter. And this is the official, I believe, North American one that we have as well. I have two, South Korean one and North American one. And here we are, initiating charging. I can still hear the Lucid preconditioning. Nice. This is cool. And I think we're juicing. Fast software. Oh, interesting. Balanced charger. So this is sharing. I thought we had 3 dedicated ones, is what Brandon told me. But this is a balanced unit. And they don't have the new logos yet. So here we are, juicing up. Let's see, it should give us pretty good power, I would think, because the e-tron's at the top. I'm hoping for 200 kilowatts. 160, 70, 80, 187. Seems pretty good to me. 197 seems even better. 206, baby. 212. What the heck? Wow, that's pretty freaking awesome. And again, 500 amp limited at pack voltage. Maybe this is doing even a bit more. I have to install my Tesla Spy stuff to know.
Spy?
I don't know exactly what it's called, but like the little Tesla stuff. So there you go, 216 kilowatts. Do you think the Lucid can top it?
I would hope so.
Yeah, well, if the battery's not warm enough, then it can't. All right, so that works pretty easily, don't you think?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Tesla to CCS adapter, rocking.
So,
Also, I love that Max pulled in forwards, even though the port's in the back. new to EVs.
Yeah. So because this is the first time I've ever seen a Tesla plugged into an EA station. The discrepancy of kilowatts on there versus the car screen is
Yes.
that
Oh, yeah. Basically, the car is showing what's going into the battery pack.
okay, and
That's what's
coming
out of the plug. So there's losses, and of course, it's warming up things and probably running the battery heater at the moment. So let's see what Max says about being over here. Oh, no. So you know where the charging port is on this?
It is European, so it's on the rear passenger side.
You're kind of pulled in forwards.
Okay, I can back in. The problem is it's like, because it's on the opposite side and this Audi is over here, I think it might be better this way.
Nope, it won't reach. It only comes up to like the hood.
Okay.
They're tiny cables. Is this
tied
your
into the
first time
Audi.
using EA?
This is my first time using this specific dispenser slot. Funny note, this is compact cars only. It's
Uh-huh.
the EQE, not the EQS, so by relatively it's compact.
Where does it say that?
It says it under me, I'm pretty sure. I
No,
saw
it says EV charging only, not compact only.
Okay, well, still getting used
I
to the
think
whole charging.
it's not really a compact. You got a lot of room here.
Okay, good. I'll back in.
I think you're gonna have to back in. Nice. Well, I guess let's plug in the Lucid and see what it'll do. So Max charged up the EQE to about 90% state of charge. We actually met the e-tron owner, super cool guy. He bought it mostly for tax reasons and was loving it. Section 179. Here comes a cool Tesla rolling in. We have our Model S, which we're just about to pull off the charger. The Ioniq is just about to finish up, and then we're gonna go for the Lucid pulling in. Looks like the Tesla's here to join. We had some viewers who had the Ioniq randomly who just showed up, which is great. Always fun to meet people. Both the Model S and the Ioniq are at 70% state of charge. And yeah, just two crazy fast charging EVs for sure. So having a blast here at the newly opened station, but as soon as it clears up, that's when I'm gonna plug in the Lucid. It's at 5%, and I just left it on battery preconditioning, so it's still warming up, which is good. So Ethan rolled up in the Model 3 Performance, and we're gonna unplug the Model S and actually CCS charge your Model 3. So that'll be kind of cool. First time CCS charging it. Nice. Well, let's give it a go. We're gonna back it into the ABB stall. That way when we plug in the Air, we're not gonna be balanced charging. But hey, it's free energy. May as well give it a go.
Oh, it's free right now?
Yeah. All right, into the Lucid Air, 5%. It's been sitting here preconditioning for, I want to say, at least 30 minutes or so. So let's back out. We're going to plug into, I think, the cable where the Audi was, because that should be the coldest handle. The one with the Ioniq just ripped 220 kilowatts. This one over here just did the Model S Plaid. So let's see what this thing will do. I have no idea. I don't know if it's going to be warm enough. It's chilly outside, 58 degrees. It's like we have a party here when the station opens up. Take a look.
Have you never charged on the new units with this one on your road trip?
No, I only just made sure it worked, but I wasn't at low state of charge. So I've never seen more than 273 kilowatts on this car.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, kind of neat, right? So I'm really hoping we can see over 300. I know this car has done 330 plus. Should be pretty cool. 5% should be a good state of charge to plug it in. I'm not going to charge it too high. So let's go climate off. Let's go to charging, and it's still preconditioning. We can plug in while preconditioning. So let's do it. You hang out here in the car. I'll plug it in. All right. Let's hope this is the fastest charging session we've ever seen. I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And we're in. So yeah, Alyssa, if you keep an eye just over here, I'm going to roll down this window. It'll show up in that left corner. Preparing to charge. Initiating charging. Still shows balance, but nothing else is plugged in right now. And how are we looking? Preparing to charge still. So contactors are going.
My butt's vibrating.
What was that?
My butt's vibrating.
Oh yeah, because it's spinning up the compressor to charge. I can hear it juicing. Charging. 1, 2, 10 kilowatts. That's good. 20, 30. Can I have your phone, Alyssa? 80. Oh boy. What do you think, Colton? 220. 275, fastest charging. 305, baby. 331, 350. Well, peaked at 351. Holy crap. What did it show here?
I think 331.
Well, the charger showed, sorry for the footage. The charger showed 351, right, Colton?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Fastest charging session ever. Holy smokes.
Right here.
And it's just sitting at 300 kilowatts.
Holy.
Oh, and it's not even like fully preconditioned. That's like not max. That's insane. Just sitting right at 300, baby. That is so cool. You pumped up?
Amped.
Amped. That's right. Amped. Whoa. Well, we may have actually freaked something out because the car is asking for more power than it's getting. It says charging power limited by station, 273 kilowatts. Very interesting. Now that message just went away. 274. Huh. Very interesting. But look at that. 2 minutes and 10 kilowatt hours delivered to this thing. That's insane. Okay. That's cool. I mean, it tapers. It doesn't hold it very long. Now we're down to 250, 260.
Some cars, that's the highest they could ever hope for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, some cars, good luck getting over, you know, in my Leaf, good luck getting more than 30.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. We just went for a rip in the Plaid. What did you guys think? You have a Model 3 Performance.
It's sweet. It's fast.
Yeah, and we didn't even get full traction until about 80 miles an hour. So definitely an insane machine. Let's take a look at the charging on your Model 3, see how it's doing. Looks like the party's over, everyone is cleared out. But man, can't believe 351 kilowatts that air. It tanked pretty quick once pack voltage came up, but that was still cool. And juicing up 65 kilowatts at 74%, not bad. Definitely warming up the battery. My guess is this will feel a lot faster now with the warmer pack. It is getting chilly out here. And I charged the Lucid to about 35% state of charge. That way it won't take forever to do the next charging test, but really cool. Good to see you guys. That was awesome.
Yeah, you too.
All right, well, hold on, wait, I got to get in the car. Can you click unlock? Can you click unlock? I got to get in. The gate's going to close. There we go. All right, we got to go. We are all buzzing from the charging speed record. Lucid texted us. And they said that's a record for a Lucid Air.
A record?
Leave it to out of spec to get the most out of the car. Hell yeah, brother. Real world record is what they said. So I guess in their labs they've done more.
Real-time world record. Right. I keep pressing this button every time.
World record. So pulling in the inferior vehicle. This one only charges at 250 kilowatts. That charges 100 kilowatts faster.
But for how long?
Like 2 seconds. It's just got to pull pack voltage up. Just dumps the current and then it goes, oh, okay, I'll settle down at around 300 kilowatts.
Yeah.
But pretty insane. Pretty cool to see the peak. That's how I like a car to charge. And what do you think of driving it, Colton?
It's pretty amazing. It's so silky smooth. And then, yeah, you turn it in sprint mode, all the power.
It boogies.
Yeah,
and it's the slow one.
Yeah.
But does that make up the paint? You're the paint guy.
I'm honestly still in shock about that. I think it's such a good car in general. That is a huge detraction from my perspective.
Yeah, I agree too, but that's why we're reviewing it.
Yeah,
no one else is going to do this stuff.
Absolutely.
And so, need to get the full well-rounded picture. Wow, you can tell there's nothing on that paint right now.
No.
It really needs some love.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then compared to the Model S, you can see water beating up here on the sides. Already most of the water's off of it, actually, versus this, which is just holding in all the water here.
Yep.
So, wow, the lights keep staying on the Rivian for some reason. Maybe it just unlocked.
Phone key just keeps
My phone key. Very cool. Well, that was pretty freaking awesome. Max left to go home in the EQE, so he's driving that for a little bit. And, damn. So, what are we going to do? We going to shoot a Rivian video?
Up to you.
I think we should shoot a how to wash a Rivian for newbies video.
Okay.
Like what gear? Obviously, no one's going to have the Crensless set up. We'll use it. We can recommend, reasonable stuff because there's a lot of new Rivian owners that want to wash their truck after having fun. And I worry about them lifting PPF in the process and doing things like that.
I think a lot of people have a pressure washer just in general. If not, you can go get a Ryobi branded one.
Hell yeah. We only allow Ryobi.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can go in, we'll get into nerdy details about this, but you can go get like a nice foam cannon, get a nice soap, few buckets, spend maybe $300-400 on your full wash setup and have a very safe and gentle way to wash and maintain a car.
Totally agree. So I think that's our plan for now. That was like the best. We needed that uplifting midday break.
That was really cool.
Yeah, that was freaking awesome. And honestly, though, I cannot get over how good my Model S looks.
No, especially driving behind it.
Yeah.
Just like the presence of it with the wide, especially with the Martians on it, makes a huge difference too.
It's just everything I wanted this car to be. And then once we put the little 10 mil spacer on the rear, I just really think it's the most sinister, coolest looking EV. And a fun time shooting how to wash a Rivian video. Just some basic stuff to recommend to people who are just getting into cars. Truck's super clean right now. Thank you, Colton.
Not a problem.
That was really, really fun. So let's see what it's like out here.
Door's locked.
Door's locked. Oh, it's dark out. What the heck? Dark, rainy, and cold. Alyssa, here's the telltale question. Do you want to drive the Rivian? Or I'm sorry. Okay, the Plaid. Okay. And you hate Tesla.
I like it more than that thing.
Wow, Alyssa's not into the Lucid.
No.
I'm into the Lucid, so I will gladly take this home.
Look at this at night, how sweet that is.
Or should we just leave the Lucid here? I don't need to bring it home and back. Can we just store it here? We could just put it inside? All right, well, let's just leave it here inside so that way the battery's warmer for my charge testing tomorrow anyway. All right, so that, because it's cold out, so we'll keep it in the heated bay. Sweet. So you and I can take the Tesla home then.
Do you have the key?
It's on my phone, my key.
No. To that.
Yes.
The key's in here.
There you go.
I'll take that.
Just one.
I know.
Really, I just want to break it in half.
You don't like the key.
No.
It's so cheap.
It's
Like,
so cheap.
I really
and
don't
the
like
fact
that.
it's like, you just want to.
Well, don't break Peter's key.
Well, I didn't put any pressure on it. I just.
Still buzzing about that 351 kilowatt.
I'm sure you are. You'll be dreaming about it.
Yeah. They don't call it a dream edition for nothing. This one's not though. All right, I got to grab the GoPro out of this because I need to edit the motoring video tonight. But yeah, cool. We're going to go home, let the dogs out. We haven't seen them all day.
Okay, let's not talk about our dog abuse on a channel, please.
Okay, but that's the longest they've ever been alone.
It is not the longest.
But that's also not good.
They'll
It's
be
like 8
saved.
hours, Alyssa. Our poor babies.
You like makes it sound like I'm the reason why.
Well, I totally forgot about them.
I checked on them through the Furbo at least 4 times today.
All right,
They've
so
been
you've
sleeping.
been keeping your eye on them then.
Of course.
Okay, so inside the Lucid, let's see what it's going to sit with overnight. 158 miles of range, which is, I think, about 30%. Isn't that crazy? Something like that. So, up into the Model S. We'll leave the Lucid here. And, yep, off we go home. And then, Colton, I guess we'll see you in a little bit for dinner.
Okay, sounds
All right. And what time? Well, I guess we'll text. See you in probably a half hour.
Yeah, we'll just meet there, probably at the same time.
All right.
And off we go.
Off we go, pulling out a detailing. I do love this car. There is just something so nice about a Model S that just feels so perfect. And then you can just get in and freaking send it. It has no traction. That entire time the car had no traction. It's just like doesn't know what to do. Should we do a little track mode slide? What do you think?
I feel as though I don't really have an option here.
Track mode, customize, drift preset. Let's go to skids. And let's just do like a 95.5 situation. Just see what this feels like. We'll make sure. Yeah, I want stability assist off. And yeah, it shows, oh wow, take a look at this. Everything comes up here. Conditioning for peak performance. Wouldn't I want it to cool down rather than warm up? You would think, I don't know. Pretty weird surface here, so let's just be a little bit mindful. Coming out full sideways and sending it! This thing is a freaking rocket ship if you just want little angles coming out of corners.
Jordan, if you're watching this,
Please don't attempt, Jordan. Jordan, don't do that. But the car needed to be slid around. It just needed to be shown it doesn't have to crash when you do slide it. But yeah, wow, it feels awesome just to balance it on the edge. I can't wait to get this thing on track with a round wheel. I think it's going to be an absolute drifting
When
machine.
is the round wheel coming in?
I actually need to order one. I got to talk to Ryan about it. My friend Ryan created it for his Model S. I reviewed that car in reviews. But, oh man, I get in this car and it's just so hardcore. I love that. The power is insane. I got it charged up to 70% state of charge right now. Just crazy, 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 crazy machine. I love it. And I haven't really explored much of the suspension capabilities yet, mostly because just can't get traction. Oh my God, it's so fast.
Sketchy.
Yeah, I like it. It's raw. It's like trying to, kill you, basically. This is a car not for the weak. So I probably shouldn't be driving it. But no, I mean, it is a car that taxes all of the driving skill that I've learned over the years and more. There's still room for me to grow into this car and figure it out. But yeah, I mean, it's like if you aren't comfortable sliding around a big, heavy, not so well-tuned car, like I would recommend not putting it in track mode, because it's just struggling the whole way. It's crazy. And it's cold out too, with 59 degrees, yeah, and rainy on the roads, pretty slippery. Did they salt the roads?
No.
What is all this?
Rocks.
Just rocks. Well, RIP paint. All right, see y'all at home. And it's a little bit later in the night. We've gone home. We let the dogs out. They were very happy to see us. and our bellies are full because we had a good meal at DC Oaks, the best place in Fort Collins. Colton, you're rolling in the Rivian. What do you think of this thing?
Yeah, I'm kind of mad at you for giving me this for a few days because I'm just like, chuck the Model 3, need a Rivian in my life.
This is true. I think it's one of the best vehicle. Definitely, I think objectively the best vehicle I've ever owned.
Yeah.
I mean, it just
Hands
does
down.
everything, and it's
Literally,
so comfortable.
yeah.
And then it was funny. I pulled in the parking lot. I'm like, wow, someone else has a Rivian. I'm like, oh, that one's mine. So yeah, really love that. Really loving this. Been driving it kind of hard today too, just like winding it out. And
Cool.
holy smokes, it's insane. It's really insane. Well, I think that's the end of the vlog today. Big speeds, big stakes, and
Clean cars.
clean car. See you tomorrow, Colton.
See ya.